Hello again, welcome on board. So we've been asked by various clients to do a little video of the Ronda Road. It's something we talk about all the time, the Ronda Road. There's a lot of great places. It's one of the main roads up from the coast into the hills, and a lot of developments, a lot of golf resorts, stuff like that are located along this road. So we thought we'd give you a quick whiz up the hill. We're at the bottom now, just going up the hill. You'll see on our right and ahead of us are the exits for the toll road, the AP7. So it's great if you live nearby. You can just jump on these and get yourselves to Malaga or the airport or the other side of the coast very quickly and easily without having to go all the way down to the coast road. You can see just ahead of us this what's it called? Motorway. Yeah, that's the toll road. Okay. So we could have turned right to go to La Quinta, which is at the back of Puerto Banús, but we're going to head on straight on up this hill. On our left-hand side, we have a gated community called Los Almendros, which has a few apartment developments, but mainly known for villas. And then we come to the area of Monte halcones, which has a quick way down through Nueva Andalucía and La Quinta down to Puerto Banús, but also this is the local commercial centre for this area. So here you have an open core supermarket, which is like your 7-Eleven. You have a pharmacy. There's 4 or 5 different restaurants and bars. I'll quickly show you because it's important. This is where you're going to be doing your local kind of grocery shopping. They're digging up the right-hand side here because they're making it into a much bigger car park, which is great because occasionally, particularly in the summer, it can be a little difficult to get parked. So probably not the best day to show you, but there's something here for everyone. There's a couple of very nice restaurants actually, which I've been to, and it's really handy having that open core supermarket. Just if you forget something and you're halfway up the hill, you don't have to go all the way back down. And up here, this is the road that you would take to get to the back of La Quinta, and then down into the Gulf Valley, Nueva Andalucía, and then ultimately Puerto Banús. But we're just going to turn around here. Don't want to show you too much. Don't want to give all the secrets away. Obviously, if you have any suggestions for more of these little road trips, do let us know. If there's an area of the coast that intrigues you and you want to find out more about it, or you just want to see what it looks like and see how you get there, let us know. We'll gladly pop out and show you. And what I'm trying to do is to give people a warts and all, good, bad and ugly feel for the place. As I said before, nothing's perfect in life. No area is perfect. Some are more beautiful than others. Some are more practical than others, but I think it's my job to point out, the pros and cons of each area, so that you can then make an informed decision as to what may suit you. Anyway, we're back on the Ronda Road, so we've just been in and out of that little commercial area. There's a very famous Venta, which is like a country restaurant on the left-hand side there, Los Almendros. From there, you get amazing views. So if you fancy a nice Tinta de Verano or jug of sangria watching the sunset, that could be your spot. And then the whole place kind of opens up now. You'll see a lot of green space. To the left-hand side is Los Arqueros, which is, I'm going to do a separate little tour because it's a fully fledged golf resort anyway. So I'll do a separate little run through of Los Arqueros. But the area in front of us is quite interesting. It's a little development called La Heredia. But it's very popular because it is so distinctive. It's not a typical kind of 2-bed apartment. It's something that offers a little bit of originality, which a lot of people are looking for nowadays. So we're going to go and pop in there and see what we think. And again, it's one of those little places that, if you like it, you love it. And you can spend your whole life there. It's got a fabulous delicatessen. It's got a couple of, it's got a restaurant, a bar. I think there's a butcher. So this is it here. And if you like cobbled streets and fountains and orange trees, and it's a great little place to be. 24-hour security here. But it's a really beautiful, beautiful place. You're a little bit close to the Ronda Road, so some houses do suffer from road noise, but the views are exceptional from most of the properties. On the left, just at the entrance where they used to have the sales office, they finally reached agreement to make that into a little boutique hotel, which again will be great for the area. So that, coupled with the shops and the bars and restaurants at Monte halcones, they're your local amenities without having to go down onto the coast or into San Pedro. And as we get higher up the hill here, the views really open up and they're quite spectacular. It's a little bit hazy today actually, so probably not going to get the best views. So it's difficult to do anyway from this car thing, but hopefully I'm giving you some sort of idea of the landscape and where everything is really in relation to places you may or may not have heard of. So the Ronda Road it's a main kind of thoroughfare. The town of Ronda is quite a big town. It's another 25-30 minutes up, and it's a little bit windy as you go up. And we can have days in the depths of winter here where it's sunny like it is now, and then it's snow up in Ronda. On the right hand side, we've got the entrance to El Madrenal. So to the left hand side is La Zagaletta, and the right hand side is El Madrenal. That keeps it really simple. The south entrance to Zagaletta is on the left. It has a north entrance a little bit further up, which we're going to go to and then turn around. And then on the right hand side, all of this land belongs to the neighbourhood of El Madrenal. It has 6 entrances. They're all secured by 24-hour security and video camera. And both of these developments, Madrenal and Zagaletta, they're similar in that they are villas only, and plots. Very large plots, because the idea is that you have a lot of space and privacy. They both have 24-hour security. The only big difference is that Zagaletta has more amenities. So it has 2 18-hole golf courses, it has a clubhouse, it has an equestrian centre. Zagaletta is probably regarded as the most exclusive address in Spain, if not Europe. Madrenal, a little bit less showy, I would say. It's a little bit more rustic. Some people say, new money goes to Zagaletta, old money goes to Madrenal. I don't think the distinction is that clear cut, actually. I'd quite happily live in either of these places. They're absolutely magnificent. And we can't get into them, without being invited in or having a very good reason for doing so. I'll give you a spin around both of these places at some point in the future. But obviously, it's important that we protect the integrity and the privacy of the owners in these places. They're paying probably several million euros for the privilege of living there. They don't want the likes of me coming in, poking my camera around, so we just have to make sure that is policed properly. So this is the 6th entrance to El Madrenal on the right hand side. Absolutely stunning up here. And yet you're not far from the coast. So people talk about, Zagaletta, Madrenal, they're miles away. Well, they're not really. They're a couple of minutes to the shop, bars and restaurants, and then probably 10 minutes to the coast. So in the grand scheme of things, it's not too far at all. When you live here, you do get a little bit lazy, I must admit. 10 minutes is like an hour's commute back in the UK. But we do get a little bit lazy. But if people want privacy, security, views, open space, and the lap of luxury, then these are 2 areas that really need to be considered. They're not for everyone, but for people who want all those things as top of the list, then very, very interesting options. We're going to come in a moment to the north entrance of Zagaletta, which is where our tour of the Ronda Road will end for today. Zagaletta is one of the safest and most secure addresses, I'm guessing, in Europe. They have, you can't get in here without a reason and without your passport and all that ID sort of stuff. So if your name is not on the list, you're not coming in. Hasn't happened to me yet. I've always managed to. I've always had a reason to come in. That's the reason. But this is the entrance here.